That's the feminine side. The feminine side is the side that doesn't need a reason. It is because it is. The masculine side needs a reason. So when the Gemara says, God created darkness and God created light, which means God created us in such a way that we can ignore Him, or we can serve Him. Which does He enjoy more? The fact that we can ignore Him, which means we are as infinite as He, or the fact that we serve Him, which means we choose what He chooses? It's a toss-up. It is a good question. It really is a dilemma. Which part of us does God enjoy more? The fact that we don't have to be good, or the fact that we choose to be good for no reason? I'm asking another question. What do we love in God? The fact that He is everything, infinite, and doesn't have to be any particular way, or the fact that He chooses goodness? That too is a toss-up. And what does that do with our relationships? What is it you like in your wife? The fact that she didn't have to marry you? She could have married anybody? Or the fact that she did in fact choose to marry you?
Isn't the answer both?
Yes, but which is the primary? And the interesting thing is that it depends who you're talking to, the husband or the wife. So what does the Gemara say? I don't know which of the two God really prefers. What does He desire more? The darkness, the deeds of the sinful, means that people don't have to obey Him, or the deeds of the righteous who do obey Him? The masculine or the feminine? The answer is, God saw the light and it was good. Not the darkness that will eventually become light and wow, isn't that great? That's true too, but that's not what God desires most. What God desires most is the light. The deeds of the righteous. What are the deeds of the righteous? They do the mitzvah, not the sin. Why do they choose the mitzvah? Same as God. God is essentially infinite and doesn't have to be good, and yet He chooses the good. He prefers the good. That's the incredible power of marriage. It's a reflection of the very essence of God and His creation. Because God created the world not to have children, but to have a wife. And that's why He created darkness first and then light. Because if He created the light first, then we would all be His children. We would not be His wife. Because we will never have become strangers. In order to have a wife, you first have to have a stranger. A stranger who doesn't need you, but will choose you for no reason. For no reason at all. So God creates a world that is dark, that doesn't know Him. Why? For no reason. And then this world turns around and chooses God for no reason. then you have a marriage. But at the very heart of our relationship, at the very core of our relationship, God didn't choose us for good reasons. He didn't create us for good reasons. And therefore, to really connect to Him, we have to connect to Him without good reasons, the way He connects to us. To reciprocate properly, we have to do the mitzvahs for no good reasons. Fortunately or unfortunately, whichever way you want to look at it, each generation, every passing generation, from Mount Sinai downwards, every generation got further and further away from godliness, got further and further away from the good reasons to serve Him. With every passing generation, we acquired more good reasons not to serve Him. And no generation had fewer good reasons to serve Him. No generation had a better reason not to serve Him than our parents. The post-Holocaust generation. There was no reason left to serve Him. None. Whatever reasons we once had, we had long forgotten. And whatever lingered was destroyed by the Holocaust. And did we have reason not to serve Him? The best. The best. And guess what? We serve Him. Why? Because we can be just as original as He. He wants mitzvahs for no reason. He created us for no reason, simply because that's what He chose. Well, we can do the same. We can do the same. He's met His match. Take away all the reasons for serving Him, create good reasons not to serve Him, and nothing changes. We serve Him. Why? We give ourselves reasons. We rationalize. But that's not why we're doing it. We're doing it for no reason. That's the way we are. Have no reason. And that's what freedom of choice really means. Freedom of choice doesn't mean I can choose anything. No. Freedom of choice means I don't have to choose anything. But what I do choose, that's really me. This is the feminine side.